everyone, welcome to our digital campaign about the present truth, God's message for today. In this video, we will talk about true and false worship, and the message we are going to present addresses the very heart of the book of Revelation. Now, what do we find in this chapter? Why is it so important? What teachings does it have for us today? Without further ado, let's study what Revelation chapter 13 has for us. In Revelation, three powers of evil are presented: the dragon, the beast, and the false prophet. And these three powers constitute the false trinity. We have already identified the dragon with Satan, but what do the two beasts that appear in Revelation 13 symbolize? Let's begin with the first beast by reading Revelation 13 verse 1 and 2. The dragon stood on the shore of the sea, and I saw a beast coming out of the sea. It had 10 horns and 7 heads, with 10 crowns on its horns, and on each head a blasphemous name. The beast I saw resembled a leopard, but had feet like those of a bear and a mouth like that of a lion. The dragon gave the beast his power and his throne and great authority. What a strange being! It is definitely a very weird animal. Let's analyze it. To identify this strange animal, it is necessary to study the chapter 7 of Daniel, where a vision is narrated in which 4 other strange animals also emerge from the sea. Daniel chapter 7 presents us with the images of 4 different beasts. The first was a powerful lion that had on its back 2 powerful eagle wings, then followed by a bull that was more on one side than the other and had 3 wings in its mouth. Later, it was followed by a stranger leopard that had 4 heads and 4 wings. Finally, a horrible and indescribable animal arose from the sea that the prophet couldn't compare with any other creature, for it had iron teeth and nails. Moreover, he had 10 horns on his head. When the prophet had that vision, he was as confused as you are now. However, later God explained to him the meaning of these mysterious animals. So, what does the beast represent in prophecy? It represents a political power. When Daniel and Revelation tell us about beasts, they are referring to political powers. This should come as no surprise, for even today animals are used to represent political party. In the United States, for example, the donkey is used to represent the Democratic Party, an elephant to represent the Republican Party. It is important to add that the symbol of the beast doesn't simply represent political power, but also power that rails against God's people. Therefore, the Bible identifies the 4 beasts of Daniel 7 with the 4 great historical kingdoms: Babylon, Medo-Persia, Greece, and Rome. With this clarification, let's go back to Revelation 13, where we find these 4 beasts summarized in one, as if to show that they are all managed by the same power. So, the beast is a blasphemous power. It demands worship, it persecutes God's people, and makes an imitation of Christ. The second beast of Revelation 13, which completes the trilogy of satanic powers, is presented as an animal that rose from the earth and had 2 horns similar to those of a lamb but spoke like a dragon. Like the first beast, this second power has some distinctive features. Firstly, he arises from the earth. Secondly, he has 2 horns like those of a lamb. Finally, he spoke like a dragon. To achieve its purpose, the first trinity has set out to attack the 10 commandments, especially the first 4. Before continuing, I understand something that I think will help you understand this point. According to Matthew 22, the law of God can be summarized into 2 great commandments. Firstly, love the Lord your God, and secondly, love your neighbor. If you look at Exodus 20, you notice that the first 4 commandments speak about our love for God, and the 6 next commandment of love for our neighbor. So, if you love God, you not have any other gods. You not make an image to bow down in worship. You not take God's name in vain, and you observe the seventh day as the Sabbath. If you love your neighbor, you honor your parents, you not kill, you not commit adultery, you not steal, you not bear false witness, and you not covet. The dragon, the beast, and the false prophet will all work so your love for God declines. This false trinity will seek the worship by any means, and in order to achieve it, it must erase from the minds of children, young people, and adults the first 4 commandments that speak to us of love and worship of the true God. Dear young people, loving and worshiping God is the most important thing in life. And I believe that the love of God must be tasted at this time. You must be prepared. For at some point you had to face the same trials that the 3 young Hebrews faced. You then have to choose between worshiping the true Trinity, God the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, or the false Trinity, the dragon, the beast, and false prophet. Therefore, the most important question ever asked is the one Jesus once asked Peter. Do you love me? I invite you to love him with all your heart and with all your mind. This is the end of our sermon. See you tomorrow.